So we just finished up the trek. We did Boney Mountain Peak, 10 miles. I'm here with my friend Sergio, aka the Hiking King, aka Pearly Whites. Show the people your teeth. So the first question, the most important question is, why are your teeth so white? What is the secret?
You gotta floss, and you gotta get that toothpaste on your toothbrush. Spread the toothpaste around for like 2 minutes, and brush around.
But there was another thing you said. There was, you want to say the
Uh,
joke earlier?
yeah, my coworkers always joke around and say, it's semen. It's semen is the secret.
Terrible. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
First off, cheers.
Cheers,
Salud.
man. Cheers.
This podcast is brought to you by Easy Rider, Cold American Lager. Salud, bro.
Salud.
So what's really cool with you is you're familiar with this trail, the Sadwiwa area, the Boney Mountain Peak area,
Yes,
but you
sir.
actually never went to the top, and today was your first time.
It's the first time.
Mention to the people your first experience. You first went to Danielson Monument, and then like what happened there?
So I got to Danielson Monument, and I didn't see a trail at all around. So I was like, all right, I guess this is a halfway point. I gotta turn around. And not until we got there today, you showed me that little, well, you showed us that little trail that goes to the side. I was like, well, where did this come from?
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, let's go ahead and check it out and let's get further and see what's up.
And you were pretty shocked when you saw that used trailer, like, oh, I just missed this, like
Yeah,
out of the blue.
like straight, like 2 feet to the left, it was right there instead of going this way.
So when we actually did that section of the hike from Danielson Monument all the way up to Boney Peak Summit and then onward to Tri Peaks, like what did you just think of the ascent up?
Oh, the ascent was pretty crazy because in my head I was thinking like it's like a San Andreas fall because
Yes, exactly.
it was going up to like the hip line, like it was pretty deep in there. So I was like, oh man, it's pretty steep and going up.
Yeah, you're like hiking through such a deep crack in the earth.
Yeah,
It's like, it feels like kind of like you're in a tunnel too because of the tall chaparral.
exactly. It was like a little rabbit hole going through.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
way of describing it. And then I know we didn't see the views at the top, but like, what was it like for you to reach the top of Boney Mountain Peak and then go onward to Tri Peaks? Because this is like your literal backyard because you live in Oxnard, Ventura County.
Right. Because I've done it my whole life. I've gone through the south side of Sandstone Peak, and I see
Yeah.
the tri peaks on this side. So seeing it from this side of it, this perspective, it was so beautiful. You could see all the, well, because of the fog, we couldn't see a lot, but all
Couldn't
the
see shit.
we couldn't see shit. But it was beautiful because you got to see it in a whole different perspective, and like the feeling up there was it was different.
Yeah, you really feel that kind of like the spiritual energy
Yes.
of the native tribes here that used to occupy this land and do rituals on top of the peak up there, right?
The sativa. Yes.
Sadwiwa, yeah. Sativa.
Sativa.
And then when we were descending down, I was really excited for you all is you actually got to see like parts of the massive like otherworldly rock formations as we were going down and like the actual fog cleared up. Like what do you think of that side of the mountain, the West Ridge?
Yeah, it was a big rock, and with the big drop, and then you can see all the different colors of the flowers, the greenery. Everything was green. It was, and then you can see because it was so foggy, you could see all the little
Oh yeah, that's
water
right.
droplets on the plant. So
Yeah, it's always dope when you see the condensation, yeah, the droplets on the plants.
yeah,
Yeah, that's special. And just like take it further back, like were you always like outdoorsy growing up or like what was that relationship like for you with nature? Were you always like exploring these local mountains or like how did you like, get into this outdoor lifestyle and hiking and trail running?
well, it all started in third grade. Our third grade teacher took us on a little field trip around here,
Oh,
and
okay.
I had never been to the outdoors. And my mom came out with me, and she's like, "Hey, if you ever want to go out to the trails, I'll go with you." It never happened. She was always working. I grew up without my dad. So then 2012, I remember from that group pipe or the campsite with the third
Field
grade
trip.
field trip. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to that trail, and that's how it all started off. After that, I started hiking and getting to know places.
And you like to do the extra spicy routes.
Yeah,
You like to go off trail. You like to scramble.
don't show me the little routes because I'm gonna go out there and try to find connections.
And can you refresh my memory? How did you first discover Just Trek? Was it the hiking group or the podcast? Like, can you reshare that story?
It was a podcast. I was actually doing the 6 pack of peaks,
Okay.
and as I was driving to, I think the first one was Mount Baldy. I was clicking on Spotify and I typed in hiking podcast, and the first one that came up was yours.
You literally typed in hiking podcast
I,
and mine showed up.
and yours showed up. I was like, all right, let's see, let's try this. And I clicked on it. First episode, I was hooked.
Damn, that's love. That's what's up.
It was because I used to DJ. When my brother used to DJ too, and it was like a record platinum hit. I knew as soon as I heard that podcast, that was a good one. It was a
Did
really
you hear
good one.
that, Jet? He said record platinum
Really hit.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, and ever since then, I just started listening. On my drive from here is about an hour and a half to like all the big treks out there in LA. So ever since then, I started listening to all the shows, the episodes from there.
Yeah, I think you've listened to almost all of them or most of them, right?
All of them.
Damn, that dude,
Yeah,
that means a lot, man. Because I
yeah.
know they're very long.
They're long, but great content.
Have you listened to Just Jets episode 2?
Yeah, I listened to all of them.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like so distracted by your teeth, your white teeth.
Oh man,
Like, sorry, it's just like this is a Colgate smile over here, like $1,000 smile.
thank you.
Whitest teeth on the peak. I lost my train of thought because of your teeth. But what do you think of the group that like gathered today and like bonded on the trail? Like a lot of them, some of them you met for the first time, but then you're familiar with some of the crew and then some of the other people, right?
Yeah. What I like about joining your treks or any group treks is because I'm a solo hiker myself, so I tend to like just isolate myself. So when I join these groups, it's like, you know what? I don't have to isolate myself to get a good experience. And I'm not gonna go faster or slower. And I'm always trying to go fast. So when I join the groups, I get to meet other people and actually like share the experience
Yeah,
with others and not just myself.
that's great that you do that because I always feel like it's a healthy balance of the solo treks and the social group treks to really like enjoy the outdoors in like many different meaningful ways. I really feel like that's how you have an amazing like outdoor experience. It's all just the diversity of how you
Exactly.
experience it. Because the solo treks we do it for our mental or for a good workout, not to deal with other people's bullshit. But then we're social creatures, right?
Right.
So we know that like to also like get further in life or just like we just want to bond with people, have a tribe.
Exactly.
So I'm glad that you went from solo to joining us and thinking that, you know, and trusting us that like we're like your vibe and that like you enjoy like our company. So it means a lot.
Yeah. You could feel the spiritual connection.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then plug your newest endeavor, your local outdoor apparel brand.
Well,
Shout it out.
you got one of the shirts on right there, but we'll be coming out with the 6-pack of peak collection. So whenever you bag a peak, you can grab one of the shirts, a little sticker you can put on your pole, and just represent that you actually you went out there and you hiked one of these peaks.
Yeah, because what are some of the designs? You have like some local mountains, some like local like outdoor landscapes. Like what are some of them?
Santa Paula Punch Bowls. I think I have a shirt in my car. I'll pull that out later. But Santa Paula Punch Bowls, Cucamonga Peak, Mount Wilson, and which one's the other one? Mount Baldy.
Now
So
you can't forget Mount Baldy.
Mount
That's
Baldy.
like one of your newer ones, your
Yeah.
signature ones.
Yeah.
And where can people find this online? How
They-
can they support?
They can go to my profile and on hiking king and then on my profile you can see the link or bonfire.com/hiking king.
Bonfire.com/hiking king. By the way, did you give yourself that name or who gave you that? That's a pretty like hardcore name, man.
Honestly, I don't
Hiking King?
I don't like it myself because I feel like I'm very. It's like I'm being how do I say it? Like showing off. I'm the hiking king because I haven't done a lot of the crazy hikes like other hikers have. So one of my local friends gave it to me. He's like, "Oh well, here in Oxnard, nobody really hikes, so you're the hiking king."
Yeah.
But for me, I don't like it that much. But I'd rather go by Sergio or Electro.
And by the way, your logo, the Hiking King logo, it's the most gangster trail outdoor logo I've ever seen. It's got like,
The
it's got the grills, right? It's got the what?
the crown, and then on the glasses it has like the outdoor.
Yeah. But then you also have another alias. You're known as Electro.
Electro.
Like, what is Electro, and where did that name come from?
Electro, I used to DJ,
Okay.
and it was like electric house music. But before that, I got shocked when I was a kid. I got electrocuted.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my mom had me unplug a light bulb. She's like, "Hey, mijo, come hook up this light bulb for me." I was like, all right, you're doing a favor for your mom. So I went over there, plugged it in, and I got shocked, and I got shot like 5 foot away from the outlet.
No way.
Yeah. So ever since then, it was electrolyte with electric.
Great. So your DJ nickname has trauma
There's
attached
trauma
to it.
attached to it. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing this segment, the post trek talks. Appreciate you.
Always, man.
Pearly Whites, Hiking King, Electro. We're out.